Good morning, students. Welcome once again to my English classes. In my previous video I was explaining you the chapter Ivan tries an O level. So today also we are going to continue with the same one. Students, till now we have learned that Ivan was going to take his German O language examination, and the governor has asked the senior prison officer Mr. Jackson and the new admitted prison officer Stephens to visit Evans while his examination was going to happen. Moreover, the governor has placed a recorder in his cell just to record and listen all the conversations which were going to be held in the Evans cell. We have also learned that the invigilator has came for taking down the examination of the Evans. So students, let's continue from page number 76. The governor sat up sharply. It was all very well getting of any potential weapon that Evans could have used, but what about McCleary? What if quite unwittingly the innocent McCleary had brought in something himself, a jackknife perhaps, and what if Evans held him hostage with such a weapon? The governor reached for the phone. It was 9:12 a.m. Introduced by Stephens when Jackson came back and shouted to McCleary through the cell door, "Can you come outside a minute, sir? You too, Stephens." Jackson quickly explained the governor's worries, and McCleary patiently held out his arms at shoulder level whilst Jackson lightly frisked his clothes. "Something hard here." "Ma reading glasses," replied McCleary, looking down at the spectacle cases. So as the time was approaching near the governor of the Oxford prison, he was getting tensed. He sat up sharply and he started thinking about Evans. He also made the officers to turn on the recorder which he had asked to place inside the cell of Evans. It was all getting well, but he was tensed. If the invigilator had brought any potential weapon for himself, because the invigilator was also knowing that he was going to conduct an examination for a criminal. So if he must be having any weapon and that weapon was taken by Evans and Evans held him hostage with such a type of weapon like jackknife. Jackknife is a large knife with a folding blade. Then what will happen? How they are going to hold the situation? He was thinking about that. The governor reached for the phone. By the time it was 9:12 a.m. and the examinee and the invigilator had already been introduced by Stephens when Jackson came back. Examinee here is the Evans because he was going to take the examination, and invigilator, they were already introduced by Stephens when the senior prison officer Jackson comes there and shouted at invigilator through the cell door. He says, "Can you come outside a minute?" He shouted on him and called him outside the cell, and then he shouted on Stephens also for his carelessness. Jackson quietly and quickly explained the tension of the governor to the invigilator, and he put his arms at his shoulder level while he checked his clothes also. Jackson checked the clothes of the invigilator, and then he asked, "Is there something hard in your pockets?" So, listening to these words of Jackson, when Jackson asked invigilator, he answered, "Yes, I am having my reading glasses, and I am having that in my spectacles case." Jackson quickly assured him, and bending down on the landing, thumb flicked the catches on the suitcase, and then he opened the suitcase of the invigilator, and that was thumb flicked, means that suitcase opens with the thumb. When you press it with your thumb, then at that time the suitcase was opening. He picked up each envelope and turned carefully, passed his palms along their surfaces. He started searching all the things which the invigilator has got into his suitcase. Each and every envelope was deeply checked by the Jackson, and he seemed satisfied also by checking those envelopes. He riffled curiously through a few pages of Holy Writ and vaguely shook the Church Times. He shook the newspaper which was inside the suitcase. All right so far, but one of the objects in the suitcase of invigilator was puzzling him. "Do you mind telling me why you have brought this, sir?" So Jackson could not hide his curiosity, and he asked the invigilator that why he had got that thing in that suitcase. He held up, by saying this word, he held up a smallish, semi-inflated rubber ring, such as a young child with a waist of about 12 inches might have struggled into. "You thinking of going for a swimming, sir?" So he was having a small inflated rubber ring inside his suitcase. So Jackson took it out and, showing it to the invigilator, asked that, "Sir, for what you have brought it? Are you going for a swimming?" Now McCleary's hitherto amiable demeanor was slightly ruffled by this tasteless little pleasantry, and he answered Jackson somewhat sourly, "If ye must know, I suffer from hemorrhoids, and when I am sitting down for any length of time—" "Very sorry, sir, I did not mean to err." The embarrassment was still reddening Jackson's cheek when he found the paper knife at the bottom of the case. "I think I would better keep this, though, if you don't mind, that is so." So while Jackson was asking the question about that inflated, semi-inflated rubber ring from the invigilator, he told that he was having the problem of hemorrhoids. So if he is sitting down for any length of time, it creates problem for him, so he needs it. Having understood the condition that the invigilator was having the problem of piles, he asked pardon from him, and he said that he did not mean to insult him, but the embarrassment was still reddening Jackson's cheek, when he found the paper knife at the bottom of the case. And then he says, I think I would better keep this though, if you don't mind, that is, sir. He asks the invigilator that paper knife which he was having in his suitcase, that Jackson is keeping with himself, and the invigilator should not mind about that. It was 9:18 a.m. before the governor heard their voices again, and it was clear that the examination was going to be more than a little late in getting underway. So he was thinking that the examination was going to start a little later. So he asked Evans, invigilator, he asked Evans, we have got a watch? So Evans answered, yes, sir. Invigilator says, I will be telling you when to start and again when we have 5 minutes left. Alright, he says that I will tell you when you have to start writing the exam and when you have to finish the exams. Before 5 minutes of finishing, I will be letting you know that only 5 minutes are left in completion of your exam. Alright, and then there was a silence. Invigilator says there's plenty more of this writing paper should ye need it, and then he gives writing paper to Evans, and then he says if you need more you can ask for it. And then there was all silence in the cell of Ivan.